So I know I'm actually pretty good at what I actually do. I think I'm one of the better people at what I actually do in terms of my work. And I know that sounds really cocky. The reason why I'm actually talking about this is not necessarily because I want to tell you that I'm cocky, but a lot of the videos I talk about are on the negative side. And I have this deep confidence inside that I actually know what I'm doing. I am just early at what I'm doing. I am just doing something that is incredibly hard and nobody really gets. I think if you're in my field, in my domain, what you'll see is an extraordinarily number of very, very smart people that like to push back. And in my domain, in my specific domain, it's very difficult to actually do the work that I do. But I think a lot of other areas of science, it's not as difficult as that. And so I just simply have to accept that I look weird. I have to accept that people are going to judge me because it looks like I'm actually slow. I'm going to have to just accept that I look like a big loser or a big failure to the rest of the world. And I just have to keep taking steps forward every day. You know, I have friends and colleagues that do work in the way the work that I do. And we all struggle with this because we all know that we're actually very good at doing the things that we do. And we just simply have to accept that the world is going to go around us, and we have to accept ourselves for who we actually are. That we're doing good, careful work, and the rest of the world is not going to see it, but the people that see it, that we really care about, actually see it. And it's a tiny little group that ever really truly cares and gets it. And the rest of the people are going to say, oh, that guy's a giant loser. And that's okay, right? And I think that's where it's this game that you have to play in your head. It's the same game that I had to play in high school. It's the same game in all areas of my life. I have to humbly just say, I know I'm good, and that's okay. And I just have to keep taking steps forward. And yeah, you're not going to see it at this moment, but that's okay. I'm just early. I have a long ways to go yet. You know, it's interesting when I see this. For a very long time on the Reciprocity Project, nobody wanted to talk to me because they were all afraid of what this crazy nut is going to say on the internet. And now some people that are brave enough are coming out and wanting to talk to me. And I continuously go through this experience of, you know, I'm just early. People are a little bit afraid of what's going to happen, and I have to accept it. I just have to say, you know, I know I'm good, and people just haven't done this before. I know that I'm doing something that's going to change the world, and people just don't get it yet. So I'm going to keep putting in the work every day, just like the same old game, just like anybody else who's built anything that's real, that's long lasting. You just keep putting in the work, having people laugh at you, people think that you're stupid, and you just say, yep, I'm going. And you do that every day. And you have this internal strength inside of you where you just push it away. You know, I think about even my parents, who I'm deeply, deeply proud of, experienced this, that they lived humbly and poorly for a long time. They lived in a garage to build up and to save up for a house. I remember hearing no so many times. In fact, I think it's become such a habit in my mom's life, who's still alive, that I think it's to an unhealthy extent now, but I've heard no so many times because they couldn't afford it. They grew up with nothing, essentially dirt floors. They grew up in extreme poverty. Today, what we would consider extreme poverty. And I just kept saying no, and they built, and they subtly built. They were good people. They just slowly built over time. And one of the challenging things when you do that, when you have this sort of sense of, this is what I'm doing, is you have to push against the world that's going to say that you're crazy, that you're above them, all of those things. You just have to have that quiet confidence inside where you just say, I'm good. And I know I'm actually good. And I'm just going to keep taking those steps every day. And I'm going to be gracious. I'm going to be an honorable, good person where I just keep working. I keep trying. And I'm going to keep going. And along the way, I'm going to try to help other people. But if they don't get it, they don't see what I'm doing, oh well, I'm not the one that's struggling inside. I have this deep confidence that it's actually going to work out. And I know what I'm actually doing. And I see it. I know it. And it's just one little step after another. And everybody else is going to look at me like I'm crazy and doing the wrong thing. And I shouldn't be doing this, and I shouldn't be connecting with the rest of the world. Oh well, that's the type of confidence that you have to have, where you just stand up and you get going, and you're not afraid of what other people are gonna say. Unfortunately, you are gonna go through many experiences where that's not gonna be the story. And I've seen it repeatedly, every day, all the time, where people are not going to get it. They're not going to get you, and you're going to want to give up. You're going to want to say, I should listen to them. I am no good. What am I doing? And instead, if you listen to this and you see what I'm doing, you understand, nope, not going to listen to that. I'm going to keep taking steps, one little step at a time. Unfortunately, I can't help those people that don't see it or don't hear this message. So I just simply have to wish them the best of luck. Good on you. And that's it. One little step every single day. And if you can't see that, it's your problem, not mine. I'm going to keep doing the work. I'm going to keep changing the world one little step at a time. And then one day, probably another 10 years from now, maybe even 20 years from now, everybody's going to look up and say, how the hell did he do that? Take care.